Good morning, dear respected audience and dear all friends. Namaste. This is me, Mahendra, here, and we are continuing to doing on the way up to the Everest base camp trekking. And meanwhile, this is our day fourth. So after spending 2 nights and one full day acclimatization day here at Namche, beyond Namche Bazaar, and we are starting our day trek trip to the Tengboche Monastery. And Tengboche Monastery is one of the biggest monastery in the Khumbu district, and which is situated at the hillside beyond 3,800 meter, 3,000 nearly 3,800 meter from the above from the sea level. And this is the trail goes beyond from the Namche Bazaar, and we are started our day trip, the trekking starting time right after the 7:20 a.m. Right after the breakfast. And this is the fantastic day, and this is the very best moment to see the mountain view in a clear day here. And we have the first Mount Everest view and Kudamadablam view and Mount Thamsherku, and here we able to see the Amadoblam and Lhotse mountain just right after the first viewpoint breaking place, stopping and just a breathing place, viewpoint along the trail, the famous trekking trail. And this trekking trail is known as world's one of the highest trekking trail in the world. And during the season time, various the trekkers used to comes and goes from here, and we able to see the very spectacular view of the stupa and beyond mountain. So this is me, and so I'm really enjoying to tell you about the information here at the background information what I used to do with my respected guests. And this time I'm trekking with a few Italian guests, and I used to speak Italian language as well as, so I used to guiding in this region many times. So I'm pointing to the mountain, and here I'm just saying about the mountain and direction by myself, doing this spectacular view, mountainous view in this video segment. And here is the very beautiful stupa and along the way. And this is the this stupa name is dedicated to the Hillary, Sir Edmund Hillary, and the Sherpa people very highly respect to the Edmund Hillary, and they gave the biggest respect to the Sir Edmund Hillary, because who have contributed here in this region, in this Khumbu region, various projects and green projects, electricity project, and the schooling project, and hospital supporting projects, etc. And right after here, beyond of me, wow, here is the just staying yak here, and a massive yak, biggest giant yak. It's just watching to the people here. And among from the domestic animals, I'm going to tell you about this flora and fauna inside of this Mount Everest trekking trails. Have many mammals, that the mountain mammals, the snow leopard, musk deer, the spotted deer, mountain deer, which is called the Kasturi Miriga, and mountain goat, and chital, coral, jarral, they are the name of given in the Nepalese name, the varieties of the mountain deers and mountain goats. And here, beyond of me, here is situated one of the biggest hotel. It's called the Everest View Hotel. Also, just beyond of me on the left side, and so here is the Mount Everest. Also, we able to see the in the middle of the straight away of in front of the Hillary wall. We able to see the Mount Everest, Tengboche Peak, and this is the this is the eastern part of the northeast part of panorama beyond Namche Bazaar and Nombor Himal and Lukla Valley, and this is the east. This is the west part of the this is the west part of the viewpoint, and here we able to see such many people wants to relax, and they wants to take breaks to and rest and a drinking break here, and water drinking breaks here with this beautiful Hilary stupa, and this stupa has dedicated to the Sharan Hilary as well. So I heard by the local people. And SPCC means Sagarmatha Pollution Control Committee have made each places to the garbage collecting point boxes, and by the using with the cements, and they have two parts divided, and one part is the disposable garbage and one part will be non-disposable garbage as well. Yes, we able to see the Tengboche Hill view and mountain Amadoblam, and then the Mount Tengboche Peak, and like how this trail goes very smoothly and very easily, and a wide trekking trail which goes along with the hillside, and slightly we will going to break after and the next place called the 12th break, which is called the Kyangzuma. The place name is called Kyangzuma, and we are going to stop for the viewpoint and P break as well at Kyangzuma, and we able to see the Forche village beyond in the left side direction, and I'm pointing to the focusing to the Tengboche Hill, and Tengboche Monastery also can be seen from here, and yeah, this is the nearby Kyangzuma, and I'm collecting, and I'm saying yes right here, and we have arrived here at the Kyangzuma, and I like how Sherpa people used to cultivate and they used to grow the vegetables and crops, and they are very brave and hard worker people here, which they live here in this region. Yeah, this is Tengboche Hill, Madoblam Peak on the right side, Lotse, and Tengboche Peak, and I'm pointing to the trail goes to the Gokyo Valley, and which divides from the Funkitanga, from the Shanasa from here, and this is the right after Shanasa, and here is we able to see the very lovely forests here, and this is the right after the Sanasa, and this is another tea break, and another small village called the Losasa village, and Losasa village is the very beautiful, which is situated here in this place. Also, few people used to stop for the lunch break, and most of local porters can stop for the Nepalese dal bhat break here, dal bhat and Nepalese lunch break, and here, where slightly we able to see so many the porter carrying backpackers, and they are stopped for the lunch break, and soon we are going to stopping for the lunch break, and the Mr. Santa is our trail helper person who also wants to have the lunch break here at Losasa, here in place called Losasa, and right here we arrived little down at the Forchetanga for the lunch break here, and we are going to having our lunch here at the Forchetanga. to having lunch, and this is the spectacular view, and so many people used to stop for the lunch break here, and this is the scenic Khumbu here, Khumbu River here. This comes from the Everest glacier, and which joins also the Gokyo River as well. And Khumbu here joins, and then from here the river name called the Dudkoshi and Bhotekoshi. They call Dudkoshi until to the Lukla, and then after from the Lukla they call Bhotekoshi. The several names, different names of the rivers, and we able to see the very spectacular view of the. This is the Forchitanga, the trekking permit checkpost place, and here we able to see the rounding and the mani wheel, which runs by the water wheel, water power, and here is used to guards by the Nepalese army.
Okay.
And we have met one of the typical Japanese guy along the trail.
Okay.
He wears traditional hats. And yes, I have took a lovely picture of with the guy here, and this is such a very pleasant day, and we are enjoying to right after the lunch. We are just hiking up to the Tengboche hill, and we're going to stop for the overnight staying at the Tengboche, and I'm showing the mountain name. It's called the Kangtega Peak. Kangtega Peak is beyond Thamserku, and I'm going to explaining you about the name and write wherever if I'm moving around in this beautiful trekking trail, and I'm now pointing and I'm explaining the names of the viewpoint, and we are just nearby here. We are just arriving close to Tengboche Monastery now, and here is my guests also. They wants to walk and they wants to talk with me along the trekking trail. And here is the welcome gate, and this is the mandala painting welcome gate by the Buddhist style, and here we able to see the very beautiful mandala above on the ceilings art of the welcome gate, which indicates about the four doors, and which is mandala is the dedicated to the earth actually, and we are living here at the earth, and each mandala is to dedicated. It's symbolic dedicated to the earth in the Buddhism, and here we able to see the many images of the Lord Buddha, and then the many the green Tara, and then the many the gurus, and the reincarnation, and the motion about the philosophers and Rinpoche's gurus, and about in the Buddhism about the everything, and we are just close to in front of the courtyard garden of the Tengboche, the biggest Tengboche monastery here, and we able to see another biggest stupa here, the standing stupa, and very nice and a symbolic stupa here, and we able to see few stupas and chortens here, and so chortens and stupas are so I mean right after before the ceiling painted welcome gate was chorten. Actually, its name is called Chorten, and this is also called Stupa. And here we able to see the many old and ancient the stones, and they used to carve mantras on the stone. So this is in front of the frontier of the Tengboche Monastery, and we able to see the biggest Tengboche Monastery on the left side, and soon we are going to visiting inside the monastery as well as and so on. this is the very nice place here. We able to yes, we able to come here at the Tengboche Monastery, and we have visited inside the monastery as well. And the community may not allow to take the photographs and videographs inside the monastery. That's all right for us. So there we met so many people and trekkers, and then the lamas used to gives their daily lessons in the Buddhism ceremonial lessons inside this beautiful monastery, and beautiful and very old monastery. And here my guests they enjoys to see and to observe this historical monastery. And actually this monastery was built since the 16th century by the Lama Sangwa Dorje. So he was very powerful Lama of the Khumbu region in several hundred years, and we able to see the knees holes by the breast Lamas, and here is the feet prints by the Lama Dorje Sangwa, and here is they have wrote about the such some scripts in the information that the footprints was the foot how the Lama Dorje Sangwa's feet. The footprints looks like a right and left footprints togetherly here situated here at the hard rock, and here togetherly we able to see his knees holes made by the Lama Dorje Sangwa. So here this is the symbol of the mantra, and so I'm pointing my guests also have took the photographs, and so the footprints and the marks was left by the Lama Dorje Sangwa here by the 16th century. So this several times due to the earthquakes and then the fire disasters have damaged this monastery, but the community able to took out the valuable and then the prayer books in time to time in the outside, and then they have the European Union's EU and then the global fund supports have positively donated right after the Hillary's trumped up on the Everest, and this region becoming famous, and then here used to come so many global trekkers here, and then global trekkers used to donate to rebuild this biggest monastery. And this is the biggest shrine of the shrine and biggest gem of the Khumbu region, and this is the Nyingmapa, the way of Nyingmapa, Sakyepa, Gagyukpa, Gelugpa, and the way of in the Buddhism. It means in the Buddhisms, 4 different major Buddhisms are available in the world. So Buddha was born in Nepal, at the Lumbini, Nepal, and like how Buddha's so the Buddhist people used to live and find the very historically in the mountainous area of Nepal, including Khumbu, Dolakha, Manasulu, Makalu, Solukhum, and in the Kanchenjunga region, in the Dolpo region, in the Upper Mustang region, and everywhere in the Humla region, and Mugu region, Mugu district, and so on. So this is the very beautiful gate here, the welcome gate here, and the symbol of the peace and the symbol of the deer are the very very honest, and they are the very loyal, and they are really like in every monastery we able to see the symbolic of the deers. It means the deers are very straight and very loyally animals, and very honest animal which has categorized Buddhas in the similarity with Lord Buddha's philosophy. This is the reason that the deers are the symbol of the peace. So, peace and the peace and prosperity, and equally we able to see the mountain view from here. And this is the already in the second day morning here, and we are starting the. This is our day fifth, and we have started to trekking to from Tengboche to the Tengboche, and this is the morning glorious view. And sometimes the shadow of the sunrising moment of this camera may not able to see the face to face, and we able to I'd like to focus in the differently for to show you the different view of the Khumbu mountain range and Kongde mountain range here beyond of the monastery, which is situated here. And Tengboche, we have stayed with a very comfortable hotel here, and the host was very nice and friendliest young host, and which is called the Tengboche guest house. And I fully would like to recommend to the dear all viewer friends about the Tengboche Monastery, and then the Tengboche Monastery and Tengboche guest house here, which is the very nice and very friendliest and very clean and very good management here. We able to see, and this is the Kongde Peak. We able to see from the Tengboche. So on, we have able to. Now we have able to started our trekking journey to the Tengboche, and then on the way up to the Tengboche. From Tengboche we going to Tengboche, and Tengboche was about the 3,800 meter above from the sea level, and we are trekking along to the nearby crossing after Debuche, and we are crossing to the shaky suspension bridge here. A little it's not so long, and this is the Khumbu Khola and Chukung the Imza Khola, but togetherly which is called Khumbu Khola here. Khumbu Khola river here. This is the main principal river of the snow glacier melted river here, and we are crossing the bridge here. And soon we able to meet the very many other trekkers as well as so yes, Mount Amadobla, the shiny Mount Amadobla, and so on. So this is the fantastic day. This is the day 5th of our trekking, and so on. I have met with this oldest lady who used to stay at the Tengboche, and she is poor lady, and I have supported with a little tip to her, and I'd love to do this. The few people, they may not able to speak and they may not able to beg, so they always they used to work hard, and now we have to see them. And then, however, so here along the way we able to see the various nicest monastery, and still if we see the what's at far behind, we can see the Kongde Peak at the eastern part, and then the Mount Amadoblam Peak in the western and northwest part of the Khumbu. And here is the very oldest monastery, oldest stupa, and oldest peace stupa. This stupa is 100 of years old stupa, so which crosses along, and we can see the very nice the paint of the Buddha eyes, and peaceful and eyes here, and we able to crosses by the many the blissful mantras here, which used to carves by the professional carpenters, the professional Buddhist carpenters. So yeah, and here is the another Chotan gate, the welcome gate. This is also called the Chotan. In every normally in every village, while we process, while we are nearly able to arrive, able to close by the every villages, we able to cross with Chotan. And then so I'm going to talk to you about the environmental information, about the religious information, about cultural information, about the geographical information. And here we still able to see the Mount Kangtheka and the Mount Kamshepku and the Mount Konde Peak and Amadoblam and the Tengboche Monastery and the Tengboche just to the right down. And we have already a little bit more higher, even higher elevation than Tengboche, and we are close to Pangboche now. The very oldest village name is called Tengboche now. We able to see the several very fantastic places which are they are very famous, and the every places we able to we able to describe very spectacular views, and here we able to meet with yaks, the goods carrying yaks, the caravan of the yaks, and which able to the Sherpa people we able to use the yaks as to carry, and sometimes they used to use yaks as for the land foraging also. So the mountain yaks are they are the domestic and kept animal by the people, and this is the lovely, pleasant Pangboche village and a scenic and like a vibrant view of the Pangboche village here. So we have we able to see the absolutely spectacular view. Pangboche is situated in front of the Amadoblam, close by the west part, the northeast part of the Amadoblam. So and Pangboche have the very nice hamlets and terraces and hamlets here. And during the seasonal time, the Pangboche people they used to grow like barley, like buckwheat, potatoes, and then the vegetables, seasonal vegetable crops, and the garlic and onions, and equally they have now the people, every people, they are they know that the while tourists used to come and they used to active, and they gives their big the biggest priority for the in the tourism sector, because as you know, the Mount Everest trekking trail, Mount Everest region, Mount Everest is one of the world's highest mountain, and this trekking region and this trekking trail is known as one of the world's highest trekking trail of the world. This is the region. This is the region that. So I'm going to talking to you about the various information about the Khumbu, about the people of the Khumbu region, and so we able to see various of the different colorful various of the hotels and restaurants, like the people have like how people wants to do in the competitively, they used to expand their business in the tourism sector here in Tengboche, including the Namche Bazaar. And I have brought you in the previous episode about the Namche Bazaar and like how the activities of the Namche Bazaar, and in my previous segment. This is the next segment of the. We're going to here is the yak dung, the dry yak dung, and the cattle dungs, cow dungs, and the yak dungs they used to use for the fuels in the mountain. And because during the night time, evening time, early morning and the evening time used to get a little bit cold temperature. And Tengboche is the 3,900, more than 3,900 meters from the above from the sea level, So Tengboche is slightly more higher elevation than Tengboche, and here we able to see the very nice vegetations and then the juniper trees, the tree lines like tree lines are now we able to see the very short and bushy tree lines, and I'm pointing to Mount Tengboche Peak. Tengboche Peak, it's the Mount Tengboche, and Tengboche Peak is the one of the very difficult peak, and so still less people Lumoyeti Yaklas and restaurant here is situated here at the Tengboche. And I was talking about the Tengboche Peak, and Tengboche Peak looks like the easy, but the climbing route is the quite technical peak. This is a beautiful peak. So right after Tengboche, we are continuing to on the way to up to the Tengboche. So and here comes another village. Now we're going to stopping for the lunch break at the Shamarpa. So along the trail side, along this Khumbu and Imja river here, we able to see the very nice, the scenic, the carved many everywhere carved stones and with the mantras, the very beautifully. And they used to cut, and I'm pointing to so by my hand, right hand, and I'm showing that soon we are going to right side valley above the Tengboche, and I'm pointing to the Imja and Tengboche, and I'm showing that here there right after the lunch so I'm showing the Hillary wall and Mount Lhotse and the direction of the Tengboche. So here I'm showing another trail goes to the Amadoblam base camp, and people used to supply goods and various goods and the materials to the Amadoblam base camps. Even this is the climbing route goes through this trekking trail across from this bridge, and down there is the bridge and which is situated here at the Imja and Khumbu. This is called the Khumbu actually. So Imja separately, particularly, I'm going to explaining you about the Imja and Khumbu meeting place is coming soon right after this this beautiful in this valley. So here I'm going to explain you about the various information what I used to track and what I used to got various informations in my mind which have stored and saved in my mind, and I would like to explaining you about this the things with you. And here along the way we able to see the very beautiful carved paintings of the Guru Rinpoche on the rock side at the rock and the mantras. So this is the they call the Khumbu and Imja and so we are already beyond of the Shamarpa, where we have been already able to took the lunch break here. So and here is the spectacular view of the Tengboche, and so here we able to see many beautifully the stones and stupas they are carved with Buddhist mantras, and here we are approaching to the Imja and Khumbu soon, and so we are firstly we are going to right side of the process to the Imja side where it's situated to the Tengboche villages, and so I'm pointing by my hand, yes, right here. So we're able to see the two rivers here, two snow glacier river, glacier melted river, which used to join here, and so the right part river is called the Imja which comes from the Chukum Valley, and the Imjacho Lake, and here the left one is the Khumbu Kola, which comes from the Khumbu glacier, and then the Mount Everest and the Khumbu glacier. So particularly here is the gathering of the Imja Kola and Khumbu Kola, the two places. So please stay tuned. I'm going to stopping this segment here, and I'm going to bringing you more beautiful scenic places and more information in the another segments. And this is the segments 3. So this is the also beautiful segments. Please stay tuned. Please leave your suggestions in a comment box. Have a good day. Namaste. Subscribe the channel.